Hello, hello, hello. My name is Kelvin. Now, I am going to show you something very, very exciting and want to show you how you can throw away all the bad habits that you have been using all this while in Microsoft Excel. So I'm talking about the mindset. So many of us, when we prepare our data, we tend to get carried away with the final result, the final output of our work. But the right way to do this basically is to start with your data. So Excel, if you have a good set of data, then you can actually expand and scale your report 100 times, 200 times, 300 times more. So from a single table, you can generate multiple reports. As opposed to you have one report and you want to scale it, you find it terrible. You do not have enough data. You notice that you have very limited information and you need to write lots and lots of formula, and it's not easy to get an updated report. So what I'm going to show you here is basically how to convert a crosstab report that we always prepare for our report. And I want you to change this into a data list. So I'm going to use the method called using PowerQuery to do that. So first of all, we just click anywhere inside our report. It doesn't have to highlight, just click one of the cell and you can go to this thing called the ribbon at the top here called data, and you're going to click from table/range. So that's actually the PowerQuery get and transform. So I'm going to click this. By the way, I'm using Microsoft Office 2019, so that's why my screen looks like this. Anyway, the first step when you click that button here called from table/range is that they will create it into a table if it's not already a table. They will convert it. You need to convert it. So I'm just going to click OK. And my table here has a header. Header actually means all the title at the top. So I'm going to use that for a start. So I'm going to click that. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. So once I'm done with this, it will launch PowerQuery. So yes, I'm in PowerQuery now. Just a little bit a quick snippet on this PowerQuery. It's basically a program that runs on top of Excel. Let me just give you an idea what I mean by that. Now I just go to the title and I pull it out. You notice that my Excel is at the bottom and my PowerQuery is in the top. So that's what I mean by it's running on top of the Excel. You cannot exit the PowerQuery, right, unless you finish your work, or you want to return to Excel. You cannot do that. You must finish what you do in PowerQuery first before you can do that. So I'm just going to maximize this. Now, what I have on my right hand side of the screen is actually applied steps. Every single step that I prepare in my report now, it will list it down. Hence, that will be your undo if you made a mistake. So it's okay to make a mistake. You can just click the X button here to remove it. So what I'm going to do here is basically I am going to remove some of these columns. For example, I don't need the quarterly total. So I'm going to right click that and I'm going to remove that column, right? Remove. I also don't need the quarter two total. I'm going to remove. We can always do that once our data is ready. So right now, number one, I have this. I don't need the number as well, actually. So I'm just going to remove the number as well. Remove. So what I'm having here is this. Okay, I have a full description of my product and product code. Then I have the sales for January, February, March. So I do not want my information to be what you call this, a range at the top where you have January, February, March. But I want it to do like data fast stain remover 100 ml. I would like to see the 6-month data downwards. Then in that way, I can build a list. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select January all the way to June with my shift key, click to June. So I would like to pivot, pivot the data. So I'm going to right click. So I'm going to unpivot the column, right? Unpivot the column. So when I do that, there you go. Data fast stain remover 100 ml. I have 6 months, January to June. Then I have the second product, January to June. That's all I need to do. And what else I need to do now is that I will change the title here to months. Then I will go up here. I will change this one to amount. This is the sales amount. Now I will change this from decimal, this what you call the format, to currency. This is ABC, that's fine. ABC, that's fine. ABC, that's fine. And basically that's all I need to do. So what I'm going to also do now is that I would like to call this as my data list. I can give that a better name, but for now, I'm just going to call it a data list. So the name of the table now is called a data list. That's all I need to do. And the last step here is to click close and load to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it as a table into a new worksheet, which is going to be next worksheet, right? So I'm just going to click OK. And guess what? That's it. All I need to do is this. Now, once I have this, I can generate something called a pivot table. Let me just put a pivot table to the existing table now. Just going to give you some example why I'm preaching this mindset thing. I'm going to click here. So I'm going to take the months and I put it into the maybe I'll put it into the row. Then I will put the description. No, maybe not description. I just put a code at the column. Then I'll put the amount in the value. So that's what I am planning to have now. So these are all the product, and I have my data up to June. So let's go back to my Crosstab report now, and I'm going to prepare for my July, and I'm going to key in some of this sales figure. So I'm going to put in, I'm just going to put in some numbers. It's too big. So this is too little. And I'm going to go up here. Okay, so let me just give me a second. I'll just put up some figures here. Okay. Second. So now I have my July. So guess what? All I need to do is go back to my data list worksheet now and right click, refresh. So when I do that, I will have my July in the list. All I do is right click here, refresh. There you go, my July is in here. So how long do I take to prepare this? I can prepare a lot more other reports. All I need to do is just keep updating what I have been doing. It will convert it into a data list and your report is ready. So that's what I hope to achieve when I want to prepare a report. I want to make it simple, easy to read. I would like to make sure that it's manageable, easy to manage with just a few seconds refresh or update. I'm done. Right? So I hope you like this video and happy trying.